Hello everyone! It is the 16th day of Shorty September and today's book project is Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption by Stephen King. So, I have this book in my house somewhere, but for the love of God I cannot find it anywhere. So I bought the audiobook. And to be fair, I'm glad I did because it's a really good audiobook. It's like the performance, the reading of it, it's really good, it's really solid. I'm getting a real feel for the story. I'm half an hour in and I'm loving it so far. Basically, this guy is like a lifer in prison and he's telling us the story of this other guy, his friend, who he's known for 30 years or whatever, and how he's innocent, but his case, everything about his case sort of stood against him and made him look really guilty. That's where we are at the minute. He's telling us as well that he's the guy who can get anything for you. He can get booze for you, he can get cigarettes for you, he once got porn for people, like, you know, he's the guy. And apparently this mate of his, this friend who's innocent, asked him to get Rita Hayworth. So we'll see how that goes. I'm still really annoyed that I can't find the book in my house. I'm gonna try to let it go, but I can't. Also, as this is the prompt that I'm using for the book and movie combination, I'm gonna finally watch The Shawshank Redemption tonight, I think, if there's time. I gotta take the spud to tennis. Sometimes that books up things with like dinner and stuff, but the plan is to watch The Shawshank Redemption tonight, and I'm excited. I've never seen it before. Okay, so Spud's school's like quite a bit away from our house. Like, not really far, mine. Like, it's only like a 20-minute bike ride or whatever, but it's farther than like normally a kid's school would be because it's the Welsh language school, and the Welsh language catchment is larger than the English language catchment. So like for every 4 English schools or whatever, something crazy, there's like 1 Welsh language school. Anyway, so it's a bit of a ways away, and all of her little mates live closer to the school because it's a really small school and it's hard to get into it, and you've got to sort of basically be close. We just got a bit lucky. Anyway, so sometimes I like take her up on my bike to one of her friends' houses so then she can walk in with them, you know? So she plays at their house for a bit and then she walks in. So that's what we did today. Took her up to her little mate's house so she could walk in with them, and I pulled her off the bike. Like, she goes on the back of the bike with her little helmet. Pulled her off the back of the bike and I was like, oh, what's weird about this? Oh, she doesn't have her backpack. Because I am a terrible mother. I know I'm not a terrible mother, but like, why is it that I'm just basically a fuck up, right? So now I have to go and drive the damn thing up to the school. Like, at least I could wait, you know, like she doesn't need anything in her backpack until like sort of mid-morning. So at least I was able to wait until like all the traffic for the morning like died down and everything, but I'm still fucking annoyed about it. Like, if I was just one of these people who, you know, remembered things properly. Like, this is probably like the 9th time I've forgotten to put a backpack on my child, or forgotten to put a lunch in the bag, or forgotten that it's PE day and she doesn't have a PE kit. Like, she's probably traumatized because her mother is an absolute flake. My God. Okay, so I just popped in there with her backpack, and there were 2 ladies in the office, and I came in and I was like, oh, my kid forgot her backpack today, and they were like, Anman, like, yes ma'am. It was out, like, obviously it stuck out to them that she'd walked in and she didn't have a backpack on, and she's the only kid in the whole school that doesn't have a backpack. And obviously my kid was like, I forgot my backpack, like telling everyone. So then I felt like a right dick. Like, what kind of mom constantly forgets her kid's backpack, right? Anyway, I'm feeling like shit about myself. I walk out, right? Getting back in my car, I'm trying to like leave the thing, and this guy in like, you know, like a white van, like a sort of like construction type van, like a handyman type guy van. So it comes up behind me and like apparently he wants my spot or whatever. Like, he's honking at me, like he is fucked off altogether. Like, he's shouting at me, and like, I'm not having that. Like, I'm shouting back. I'm using all my best swear words. Like, I am the daughter of an army officer. Like, I know some swear words, friend, okay? Like, you want to go one-on-one with me? I will win this bitch, okay? So, like, we had a hole to go, and then he, like, drove off, you know, sped off, and, like, I was really pissed off. But now I'm finding it was weirdly cathartic. Like, I feel way better. Like, I was down in the dumps, you know, on myself before that. Like, got my kids' backpack again. She's probably so embarrassed, you know, like that. But now I just feel 1,000 times better. Like raring to go, like I've had 6 cups of coffee, you know what I mean? Like, I should do female wrestling. What do you think? Like, I feel like I'd be really good at it and I'd get all my aggressions out. It's obviously what I need in the morning, you know? Okay, I am loving this book. It's so good. Loads of people told me the movie was amazing and I'd never seen it. I don't know why. Anyway, like there's a bit of dicey old-fashioned language in it because obviously it's an older-ish book and also it's describing a setting even older still. And also there's some awkward talk of rapes and such, which, you know, trigger warning for people. But I feel like it still works. Like loads of times when there's like random rape bits in a book, you're like, was that necessary? Just like flicking forward, like, do we need that? But in this case, it serves to sort of show what kind of person this guy is. Like he's the type to fight back, like under any circumstances. And like it also shows what kind of a fighter he is. He's like a smarter fighter, not like a bludgeon your fist, blah, 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 but like, you know, like get in your mind and like mess about with you in a sort of fighter way. I love these characters. I love this like narrator guy who's like the guy who gets everything, you know, he's been there for ages. And I love this guy who's his friend, like the innocent guy, Andy Dufresne. So like at the minute where we are is Andy Dufresne's been in jail for like, you know, 20 years or whatever, the innocent friend. And now a new guy's just been transferred to the jail who said in the old jail where he was, his cellmate admitted to killing this guy so-and-so and his wife, blah, 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 and stole their money, blah, blah. And that's the guy who Andy Dufresne is in jail for killing. So now he knows who really did it. And he's like thinking back. He's like, oh shit, I bet it's this guy from the club, blah, blah, blah. So now he's in the warden's office, like screaming in his face, like, this is the guy, you have to get him, like, please make a call, all these people are gonna know him, blah, blah. And the warden's like, not having it. He's like, no, put him in solitary, blah, blah. So now I guess we'll see what's going on with that. Like, he gets all these, like, posters and things brought in by his friend, the narrator. So now I feel like maybe he's, like, digging out. Maybe he's, you know, like got a massive hole behind the prison wall and like all these posters are just covering up the hole because another of his cellmates said that it's really drafty in that cell. So I think that's what's up with that. It's not necessarily cliche if you were the first to do it, was it? Like if this is like, if this book came first and then all other like hole in the wall behind a poster prison books came after, you know, it's not cliche. You're just, you know, the original. Anyway.
And he was like, yeah, that's cool, that's fine. Because where we were staying was next to the best.
Guys, I don't want to talk about it. Just gonna say quickly that I caved and bought the book again. I don't want to hear it, okay? I'm ashamed with myself, personally. I just feel like the book is going really well and that it could do with a non-audiobook reread. If I find that actual first book that I have in this house now, I'm gonna light it on fire. Okay, I finished it and it was so good. I'm like, I think I'm probably like one of the last people on earth who doesn't know what happens in the Shawshank Redemption story, okay? Like, if you're like me, you know, I'll try to spoil it for you, okay? Like, so spoilers upcoming, okay? If you, like me, have been living under a rock in regards to the Shawshank Redemption, please know spoilers are coming, okay? Holy crap, his escape at the end with the rock? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay, spoilers over. We are going to watch the movie tonight and I'm super excited because I know Morgan Freeman is in it and now that I know the character he plays, I'm really excited. But we're gonna watch it later tonight, I think, after this boy goes to bed. So I will, I think, wrap this up here put a knot in it, and tell you tomorrow how the movie viewing goes. So that was this one. Tomorrow's book I think will be The Uncommon Reader by Alan Bennett. First of all, because it's short, and second of all, because for my birthday tomorrow we have the day off and we're going to go to Hay on Wye, and Hay on Wye is where I purchased that copy of The Uncommon Reader. So it's been in my house since the last time I was in Hay, and that was before COVID. So it deserves a read. It deserves it. I'm super excited. Hay on Wye is the best place ever. I'll show you as much as I can do of it tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't rain. If it does, we're Walesy. We'll sort this out. It'll be fine. Anyway, if you have any thoughts or anything, any comments, if you want to tell me how stupid I've been sleeping on this book for so long, feel free to do so. I fully deserve it. But anything you're reading, how's your Shorty September journey going? Please let me know. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye 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 bye.